back. He'll be here in a minute. Thanks for showing up and hanging out with us. We'll get this show on the road here in a hot second. Dog, stop it. You have your water, you have your potty, stop it. Well, we got a good one today, guys. Like I said, it's been quite a day. Hurry up, Brant, call. Make sure I got my volume up because that was a problem before. All right, we're up. We're active. We're on. We're on. And there he is. All right, we're on. We're rolling. We're rolling, man.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, what's up, y'all, man? How you guys doing? We sing our best to the word. You know who you are. If you like hearing the truth, hit that like button and share it and subscribe, pass it along, man, because it's nothing but the truth, folks. And, I did a couple shorties for you guys to let you know we were coming on tonight. And it was kind of up in the air if we were going to do this tonight because I'm having some back pain, but it's all right. I'll get through it. Motherfucker man up and get on through it. Rub some dirt on it, spit on it, rub some HawkTuah right on it. Whatever the fuck that means, but okay. Baby girl, as you know, today, I gotta tell y'all something, man. Check this shit out. You're gonna trip on this. So today,
wait, let me stop you. You need to adjust your microphone a little closer to your face so you come in a little louder.
Okay, my bad.
There you go.
Okay. How about that?
Much better. Much better.
Okay. All right. So check it out, folks. Today, the cops came to me, and they said, hey, you want to move in the back of the building over next door to your buddy Ronnie? I said, yeah, absolutely. So they go, pack your shit up. And I've been in this cell for 4 fucking years. I got a lot of crap, and I got my cell hooked up all smooth with my wires and my headphones and my TV cables and my fucking radio and my tablet wire, my tablet extension and shit like that. I mean, I got my lines hooked up, my clothing lines and all that type of crap. And so, I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass when it come time. But I did it. I did it all within an hour, right? Got everything ready to roll. Well, get this, folks. About an hour and a half later, they come to me and go, oops, we can't do it. The computer says no. You guys can't be around each other.
I got to tell you something, okay? There is a little skit on Little Britain, and it's like this little skit in different offices, and people come to this person, and she's all, the computer says no to everything. It's just a riot. It's funny. So yeah.
Well, maybe that's where maybe that's where they got it from. I don't know, but it was like really odd. The computer says no.
The computer says
like,
no.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I said, so I'm thinking, where's the computer running? The show here, and they're like, well,
it's AI
we
now.
would do it. We know you got. They go, we would do it because we know y'all's cool. You guys are cool. Everything's good. We know it, but Sacramento and higher ups, they don't really want you guys to be cool. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's that mean? Like what the fuck, man? And they just say, oh, man, they just don't want you guys to be cool. They don't want you guys to be on the same page, and so it's like I said in the other video, folks. They want there to be problems. They don't want us getting along. They don't want us mounting up together and uniting and doing this shit, because when we do that, we're able to see the real enemy. We're able to really focus on the real deal motherfucking enemy, and that's them. That's their policies. That's their corruption. That's their, manipulation of bullshit with these snitches and these fucking rat tubers. So just check that out, man. They did that shit to me today and thought it was funny.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Again, man, it was straight garbage, and so I am having a little back pain because I had to put myself back together, and I'm halfway done, but I'll do the rest tomorrow. But so check that shit out. They just, the higher ups, OCS, the prison, fucking IGI, they don't want us to be cool. They don't even want us to hang out and talk shit out. They don't want us to have any type of communication where we can talk our shit out. Or if two guys, need to get a couple minutes and talk to clear up a couple legal questions or whatever have you, right? So, they don't want that.
Come on, Brant, let's be honest. What they really don't want is for you guys to realize what they're setting up, what they're doing.
But at this point, they've got to know we've already known this.
Yeah, I guess
with
so.
all the shit, the cat's out of the bag, el cochino chico. The cat's out of the bag, so they know that we know what they're doing. We got paperwork on. Their guys admitted it in court. Then Perryman admitted what they do. So it's just foul. It's some foul shit. Because I wanted to go back there and hang out with my partner, man, and fucking eat some burritos and fucking do our Spanish together, speak our Spanish together, and they don't hang out. And they don't want none of that. They want there to be problems, no matter what. So that's that. But I just wanted to share that with y'all today, man. I really did. Recently, me and baby girl right here, were hearing a few different videos, and folks, look, man, I got to tell y'all, and my respect goes out to everybody fighting a good fight against CDCR and the corruption. The fucking saboteurs. Everybody fighting against these saboteur rat motherfucking no good son of a bitches. My respect goes out to you, man. If you're real with it, though, you can't half step it, man. You can't say one thing and your words don't match your actions, because then it becomes kind of obvious, So for me, I'm focused on one entity, CDCR, and the underbelly of corruption. The underbelly of corruption. And, and I think everybody should be focused on that. If we keep our focus on that and stay driven to expose what they're doing to us, to our families, to each other, I think we can do something. I really do. It's like the David and Goliath, man, and we just need to unite and stay united and not divided, and not let these fucking saboteurs, these agents of saboteur chaos, motherfuckers, work us against each other. And everybody's got their own. From what I heard and what I've come to learn since I've been doing these videos, everybody has their own view and their own outlook, right? And look, man, I'm not here to down anybody, but these snitches, I can't stand them, because they'll destroy your life like they did mine and everybody else's with a bunch of lies. It's not that they're snitches, but they're lying snitches. So, if we all just stay focused on these, on the main fucking entity is the corruption, the underbelly of corruption, the CDCR, and go forward together, onward and upward, up and onward, we'll be able to fucking make a dent in their car. I really feel that. But if we're fucking letting these infiltrators pit us against each other you know, and nitpick on each other. And, you know, I heard this dude today, man. He couldn't even keep his fucking story straight from one sentence to the next. He was contradicting why it's good to be on the SNY yard as compared to a GP yard. And it's like, dude, you're fucking nut, dude. You know, you're a fucking idiot. Zero structure, zero fucking respect, zero honor, zero integrity over there. And yet he's promoting it, and then he's promoting against it. And I don't, you know, I just trip on people, man, because they say one thing, and then the next sentence is something different. It's fucking nuts, you know?
It's like they don't even know that people. It's like they don't even know that the people that are actually following them are actually listening to everything they're saying. So why are they not catching this? Like one video was all about this, and then another video was all about this, contradicting everything, and just spilling the blood. You know, they say spill the tea. Well, let's spill the blood because it's prison style. But it's just drama, and it's not really directing a focus on the problem. It's glorifying or choosing which side's the better side. Well, the best side is our side, and I don't mean you and me. I mean all of us. You know. And there are some people out there that are speaking the truth and really putting it out there and showing the corruption and the lies and the manipulation. And it's funny because even they can't get along, and they're on the same side. It's crazy.
But here's the thing, though, baby girl. Here's the thing. So when you get a person that claims this, claims that, and then in the next sentence, his next sentence contradicts that sentence. The society,
all credibility
out there can see that.
All credibility goes out the door, right?
Like, you know, when I know I can see it, and you know. I have an above average IQ, you know, and
hey now.
And you know, yeah, I know, but well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's bragging, babe. It's bragging.
Yeah, I like cookies, but anyway, when you say one thing and then you do something different, and you do this, or you hang out with that dude, and these dudes are snitches, or this dude's a snitch, and that dude's a snitch. I mean, look, I ain't gonna talk to no snitches. I got nothing to say about them motherfuckers, but fucking, I can't stand them, and they're no good for nothing. They're nothing but a bunch of liars. They're nothing but a bunch of motherfucking punk-ass pansies with big drug debts that couldn't hang out over here and withstand the heat. They couldn't withstand the heat, so they tap out. Like the dudes in the RC program. Them dudes are up there holding their mud, because if they wasn't, they'd be SNY. You know, if they wasn't, they'd be on the main line. But they're holding their fucking mud. And these fucking rat tubers, they get a little pressure put on them because they got in debt or something, and they tap out. And, you know, they get a little heat on. Oh, I wanted to go do my own program. Then they get over there and join some fucking bitch-ass clique. You know, they join some clique. And it's not a gang. It's not an enterprise.
Well, regardless of whether it is or not, they're committing violence on each other, just like they promised to not be doing over there, or some shit like that.
Well, the violence over there is uncontrolled. Not only is it uncontrolled, there's no respect, there's no honor, there's no dignity, there's no nothing. You know, and so, you know, I say this, man. As long as you stay over here and keep your head down, do your program. And no matter what, you can figure it out. Just don't cross that line. Don't fucking fold, man. Keep your fucking chest high. Look at the sun and know what you're doing is right. And if you get a little twist, figure it out. There's always a way to figure it out, man. And but yeah, I just wanted to holler at y'all about that. You know, because these fucking dudes are fake, man, and they're selling a fake ass story to the public. You know, to the kids out there, to society. Well, we ain't no big bad monsters. I help youngsters grow up in here. I help them school themselves and educate themselves and learn a little something about the law and 602s and how to keep their shit tight, you know? And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
How to be respectful
they
and
can,
all that.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
well, how to carry it with honor and dignity and respect for the next man and yourself. You know, that's what I do. I you know, and I don't give a fuck what walk of life you're from, UGP, and you know, you carrying it proper. You're carrying it in a proper manner and respecting the next man and respecting the program. And hey, man, you know, I'll do everything I can to help a motherfucker. Let me call back.
There you have it. It's been a crazy last couple of days, and it's been crazy on a lot of levels too. I mean, my God. It's just our world is starting to look like one big chaos, and prison's just a microcosm of it. It's time to open your eyes if they're not already, and see that everything's connected, and what's going on in there affects us out here, whether you realize it or not. Because there's a thin line between being out here and being in there. It really is a lot thinner than you realize. It's not just the gangbangers and this and that. It's people in the wrong place, the wrong time, or an accident. You're not immune.
I'm back.
He's back.
Yep. Okay. So, we got any questions there? Any comments?
Well, somebody wanted to look at my artwork, so I flashed some artwork, and no.
There you go.
Let's see what's
There
going
you go.
on here.
Okay, well. All right. Well, let me go on.
Tim's here.
I had
Hey,
good
Tim.
comments.
Good to see you.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Tim? I said mine, bro. Man, I hope you're well. I do, man, and I hope everything's good for you, bud. This brings me to the next topic, baby girl. My friend Outlaw News wanted to know a little bit about this thing and about the shoe and the lifers paroling from shoe.
But before you go there, I think people deserve a little progress report about some things getting straightened out.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, my bad. Okay, check it out, Tim, and everybody else, man, you hear? So, yesterday, I was called down to see the doctor. And I guess a lot of y'all been calling, my wife's been calling, putting pressure on these people. And now, all of a sudden, they reinstated one of my heart pills that they stopped. And so, I'm just waiting to see what we're going to do with this other pill and my pain stuff, and they'll go from there. But so I wanted to tell y'all thanks for y'all's help and your good thoughts and, you know, your positive support, man, and words. And whoever called or whoever put emails or all that stuff, man, many thank yous to you, man. And I surely appreciate it because the doctor and the nurse basically told me they've been hearing a lot of stuff of, support coming for me from the outside. And I know my wife did a little bit.
You guys are
awesome.
She did something
for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you for your help, y'all. And I truly appreciate it because now I needed that heart pill real bad. You know, what kind of fucking ignorant, sorry motherfucking doctors would stop a heart medication, without any fucking, any recommendation from the heart surgeon or heart doctor. This fucking dimwit just stopped my shit. And he claims it wasn't him. So I don't know. I just know it happened in conjunction with a pain pill. And there's another one I missed that I'm still trying to get back. So, but I just want to go ahead and let y'all know that. And thank you for y'all help, man. I truly appreciate it. Okay, babe, you ready? So we'll go to the next one. Okay.
Well, wait, you got your hot water today too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Damn, I'm on a roll. Now, baby. I got hot water, folks. 3.5 weeks, no hot water. I got it now. I'm cooking with grease.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking with grease now, folks. You watch out. Got hot water. Got my heart peeled back. Yeah, you know it. Look out, Jack. I'm firing all 8 cylinders.
Yeah, but then they went and got
yeah.
stupid on you today too. So
Yeah, then they doing some bullshit.
okay.
It's always something, baby girl. It's always something. I
Always.
mean, every fucking day. It's always something.
Always.
Yeah. So, but anyways, let me get on to this next topic, man. My good buddy Outlaw News wanted me to speak on it, and I'm gonna give you the straight facts. I mean, I don't color facts. I'm not gonna I don't bullshit. I don't play no games.
Do you want me to read the question exactly so you get it? What do you, or do you have it?
Well, let me lay it out, and then you can tell me that, you can tell me that fits the question. So, I mean, it's real simple. You go to prison with life, 25 life, 15 of life, whatever it is, and you get validated as an associate member. That's a lifetime term in solitary confinement, lifetime shoe term. So you go up to Pelican Bay or Corcoran back in the day, and if you came up for parole board while you were in the shoe as a lifer, you were never, ever paroling from the shoe. Ever. If you were validated as an associate or a member, you was never paroling from the shoe. So, and what they would tell people is HawkTuah on you, HawkTuah on you, and HawkTuah on you. Go back to your fucking cell until you're ready to debrief. And that's what they would tell people. Because they said that if you didn't debrief, you are not rehabilitated and reformed. Therefore, you're not fit for the streets. So, and I know this is a fact. I've seen, I would say, about 60 different lifers go to parole board while validated. Okay, now, after the Astor settlement, which this was a big major part of, parole being denied lifers because of shoe time. Okay, so we, just being in the shoe by
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We were denied any type of positive programming, like lifer programs, NAAA, anger management courses, all these types of in-person programs. We were denied vocations, because you don't get that in solitary confinement. The shoot, you don't get none of that. Okay, but you can do some stuff through the mail, right? You can do a few little courses through the mail, but they don't look at that equally as doing it on the main line, programming, clean time, in person. So you are automatically getting denied, period. Now, if you go to prison and you got 10 years prison time, you got a determinate term for prison. You go to Pelican Bay for a stabbing, attempted murder, whatever have you. You do your shoes, and you get out and you go back to the main line. You go back to the GP. Or, if while you're in the shoe, your parole date pops up, you go home from the shoe. Now, say you come back to custody a month later. You're a parole violator. You come back to custody. You go back to the shoe and you finish out your term, your shoe term. And then you can go to the main line. So they're getting that time one way or another. So that's how that works.
Well, isn't there also some that just lock up until their parole date or their out date?
Oh, yeah. Well, what they'll do back then is a guy would be going to shoe. Say he's doing 10 years. He go to shoe, and and he's on the last 4 years of his time to go home. He'll just tap out and then go to the main line and hang out on the main line, on PC line, not the main line, I'm talking the PC line.
No.
And
I
then he
mean,
was
they just
paroled.
would rather write it out in a box and knowing that they're gonna just
Uh,
go home soon, and so they
mhm.
just stay in
But
there till they
they're
check
also
out.
chancing. No, listen, they're also chancing a new term because when you do a prison dirty deed, you know, you do something with a knife or something. Well, you got two forms of that. You got the administration, that's the shoe term, and then you got a possible court case.
Right.
And 9 out of 10 people that were going home, and the DAs could see that they can make that outdate go away and give you more time, they're picking it up. 9 out of 10 people.
Okay.
So now you're basically fucked off your outdate because you got a new case. Then they come at you with another 8, 9 years, 10 years, 80%, and you don't want a chance.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask this. This is totally inappropriate, but I'm gonna ask anyways. What if somebody's like a straight fucking crybaby and just wants to go straight PC and just wants to stay in his little hole because he doesn't want to deal with prison at all? No debts, no nothing, just scared
I
to
don't
death.
know. Scared motherfucker. Well, they got a place for him. PC.
Right. So that they would they would
I
come straight out of the shoe or that lockup.
They would go to the SOI yard. Yeah.
No. I mean, if they didn't even
to
want to do that, if they wanted to write out their whole sentence and then go straight.
The shoe, no. You're not staying in the shoe willingly. That don't work that way.
Well, but PC.
They'll force
PC. I mean, I'm under the
okay,
but maybe not. They don't even want to deal with the yard. They just want to be in their own little hotel room till the end.
No, it don't work that way, babe.
I was just okay because I was under the impression I've heard that as a thing.
Well, yeah, that's not gonna happen. You know, these dudes that tell them they got some fucking concerns. They don't want to go to the main line. They want to stay in the hole. Cops are gonna look at them. Administration gonna look at them sideways. Okay, then they'll say, "Well, no, you're going to the line. You're out of here. You know, we need bed space. You're not staying here." So they'll force them to go do something wrong. Like I'll give you an example. I had a little guy that was a neighbor a while back, and he was one cell away, and he was a piece of shit. He was no good, but he didn't want to go back to the PC yard.
Right.
And he begged them not to take him. Right. I'm sitting here watching all this. I'm observing. I got eyes and ears for a reason. So. And they're like, "No, you're going." He goes, "You're going to make me go out there and beat up, and you're going to make me go hurt somebody so I don't go home." And they go, "Whatever, dude." They forced him to go out there and beat someone down. And, I mean, he told her straight up that's what he was going to go do. He went and he fucking did it.
Well, I mean, that just says more about the culture that the institution brings than the institutionalized.
Right? Well, look what you're doing to us, baby girl. I mean, they don't want nobody to be cool. They don't want shit to be cool.
No, of course not.
They want problems.
They do.
So they can say, "Look what we're doing. We're cracking down on criminals, crime, gangs." Man, you got more foul-ass gangs. You got more fucking gangs on the PC yard, more clicks than anything. And them dudes are anarchy like a motherfucker. They got no scruples, no respect, no honor, no dignity, and self first. So how they going to have respect for the next man? Okay, so now on the lifer thing, after the settlement came out, that is when they started to make some adjustments, only for associates. Now, if you were 20 years clean, 10 years clean, since you got out, I mean, like you were in the shoe for, say you were in the shoe for 15, 20 years of being an associate, okay? The last 10 years, not 1, 15, not nothing. So you get out the shoe, and you bring 7 years clean. Not 1, 15, you got all your ducks in a row, you got all these programs, you got all certificates, you got massive amounts of recommendations of parole. They might give you a date. Now I'm telling you right now, motherfuckers are folding like you wouldn't believe to get that date. They're folding.
Well,
They're tapping out because what they're doing is they're telling them, look, we'll give you a date right now, but you got to debrief. Right now, we'll give you that date contingent upon you signing this document and debriefing. I've seen it.
and then they want you to tell them what they want to hear, right?
Right. They want you to tell them what they already basically know and conjured up. They know it because they're the creators of the information. They are the creators of the intel. They are the creators of the slander and the gossip. They're the ones.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
They already know it. So they just want to do to contaminate his motherfucking morals and honor and integrity.
Basically,
and a lot of motherfuckers are doing it.
Steal his soul.
A lot of motherfuckers are doing it.
Basically, steal his soul.
Right. I gotta call.
Yep. What's that? Okay, I see a message. Oh my goodness. Garrett, I'll read his message to him.
An incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Parole, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Have a prepaid call. Thank you for using Global Tel.
Okay, we got a little message for you here. Garrett says solid, staying solid from the Napa. I want to say thanks to you for making it safe for the younger generation to walk on those lines. Safe and with pride, dignity, and respect. Thanks.
Right on, Garrett. Hey, man, no problem, brother. My pleasure. And, after that comment right there, man, that makes me feel really good about what I've done. And I appreciate it, man. I always tell people, look, prison's not cool, right? I can't tell you one cool thing about prison. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and fluff your chain or yank your fucking wonker, but it's not. It's just not cool, man. And, but there's a way for people to keep their honor, dignity, and soul and their fucking spirit intact, and learn on how to navigate these shark-infested waters without being part of all the major politics and the headaches and shit, And I've said it in one of my last videos. Keep your head down, go to school, get an education, don't use drugs, stay out of the motherfucking game, and stay out of politics. Do your thing, go to school, go to the law library, stay in your fucking lane, and you'll be just fine. The minute you step into something else, you're probably going to end up like, some tricky shit, man, and that's just how it goes. And I tell these dudes that. I tell them over and over and over. And people are their own worst enemies, man. I've seen dudes piece you up over $25.
Can I interject in something here? Can I interject a little something?
Yeah.
I just want to say,
sure.
Just because you're in prison doesn't mean you're a bad person. And just because you're not a bad person doesn't mean a lot of fuckers in there aren't. Because they are.
And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, baby girl. Because, I've known dudes that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth and got caught at the wrong place, wrong time. And next thing you know, they're doing 30 years, or, even myself. I wasn't I never got in trouble on the streets. I came to prison for attempted murder, and And there it is there. I'm stuck here for the rest of my life. It became my life. And until I met my wife, you know, and it's like, I tell you guys this, I think I hope I help a lot of youngsters look at things different, you know. If I can help one or two, then I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I wish was done for me when I was young, you know.
Yeah, and if you're gangbanging on the streets, you don't have any other future than prison, really, or dead.
Man, listen, I promise you, there's not a true gangbanger on the streets gonna live in society with gangbanging rules for real, you know. Because you go to a store, somebody bumps into you, and don't say excuse me, and you accept it, you're not a gangbanger. You're not all that if you accept it. So a real motherfucker, a real gangster is gonna be like, motherfucker, you just stepped on my shoe. Or what's up, motherfucker? You know, here, hold this screwdriver in your chest. That's what a real motherfucker is gonna do. So you can't have two people. You can't be a gangster and be at home, man. It's not gonna work. It's just not. You have to completely rearrange your mind and just be like, look, you're in society, and you can't take prison to society. You can't take society to prison.
Absolutely.
You're gonna die.
Absolutely.
It don't cross over like that.
It doesn't.
If you're doing it, you're gonna die.
And it's funny, I'm glad you recognize that, because we've done a lot of work around that, you know, trying to prepare Brant for the streets. And it's like, I'll tell him about something and he'll get all fucking yardy, and I'm like, no, we're out here, and he's making the adjustment. He's seeing the difference, and you know, that's 10,000 times more rehabilitation than he would ever get from anything in there.
And folks, that comes from my wife, my family. That did not come from CDCR or the California model. I promise you. I promise you, man. I learned more from older convicts. Some good, some bad. You know, some good shit, some bad shit. How to be a better criminal. How to be better at the law library. I mean, at the law, how to do this better, how to do that better. You learn, you know, and you got to decipher through. You got to cipher through what's gonna, you know, help you through these shark infested waters, right? And you know, I tell these youngsters every time I meet them, and they got a little character to them. They got a little, you know, when I do meet a youngster with some character, you know, I try to help them. Like, hey, man, there's nothing cool about this. Nothing. Not one thing you can tell me is cool about prison. And if you did, you're lying, because there's nothing cool about prison. You think the motherfucker out there is worried about your prison record? You think somebody out there gives a fuck about your prison record? You're crazy as fuck, dude.
Unless they're in prison.
Nobody cares about that.
Unless they're in prison.
You know? Right. And then I don't even care about that. You know?
Because you're probably putting a 10 on a 2 unless that paperwork's up front, right?
Right. Exactly.
You know, there's a movie with Willem Dafoe called The Cracker Factory that I think portrays that whole environment so well. You know, that was a good one. It was written by Edward Bunker. It's one of my favorite books of his, and you should check it out.
I like it.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
He's got a little cameo in the movie.
He was a hell of a hobbit.
Hell of a hobbit. Yeah, he was one hell of a hobbit. You know, and
yep.
There's a lot of stuff out there, like these prison movies that glorify the violence and everything else, and you know, they claim they're meant to scare you, but they're entertaining you. You know, and the problem with the Cracker Factory is it's got an unrealistic ending of this guy escaping, which would be great, but
well,
that doesn't happen too often.
A lot of them movies, baby girl, are just hype and to make money. It's not reality. They take bits and pieces of sitting from prison that the snitches had told them. Because no real motherfuckers don't tell them that shit. You know, no real motherfucker gonna be like, look, this is what happens in prison. You know, I mean, come on, man. That's only coming from these fucking snitch tubers, you know? So these motherfuckers, look, check this out. This motherfucker, this one dude, I won't say no name, you know, because this motherfucker ain't even deserving for his name to come out of my motherfucking mouth. Yeah. But he wants to flash his motherfucking, his money card on his shit, right? What motherfucker in their right mind who's talking about this and that and the other, but ain't never been to prison, is gonna put his fucking money card on the page or whatever it is, so y'all can send him some money? I don't understand that. It's like, what person is gonna beg society for $1?
You want to hear something better?
You know,
I seen a video of this guy bagging people for that shit. Yeah, he's doing it himself.
Oh my God. It's just insane. Like, look, man, I know my position, you know, and I'll never ask nobody for no money. Ask my wife. I don't ask people for money.
Nope.
Hell no, man. You know, but if someone offers and sends it to my books, okay, cool, I appreciate it. I damn sure appreciate it. But I damn sure is not going to come asking for nothing. I mean, so
we do though. We do ask for something, and that's your support and help disseminate our message.
Of course,
that's all we ask.
That's not monetary.
No.
I'm not going to ask for no monetary.
Absolutely
what
not.
I'm saying, like, so, you know, when you got people like that shit is just a tacky action. That's tacky as fuck. You know, and then they get up there and they got all this big boy fucking boogeyman prison shit, and they're linked in, they're hooked in, they got their hooks in. Oh, motherfucker, you couldn't even make it on a fucking lane yard, man. Much less a real level 4 180 yard with a bunch of hardcore motherfuckers that, you know, that are looking at you sideways because you running your fucking mouth, you know, and trying to sell a fucking story to society of some boogeyman shit. That shit's a joke, straight up joke.
So,
you know,
so
you on the.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, honey.
No, go ahead.
You're right.
No, hell, that was it.
Okay. So, hey, Outlaw, he wants to know what you think of the movie, Shot Caller. I don't think
Outlaw. Wait. Outlaw, I sent mine to you, bud. You know, it's good to have you on here, man. Thanks for the question. I got your other questions about the lifers in the shoe. I hope I covered that for you. The Shot Caller, I haven't seen that one, but I've seen Felon. And Felon is more damn near along the lines of how that place was at the time. It fits the time for back in the early 90s, right?
Well, it doesn't claim to be Corcoran, even though it's like Corcoran. I don't think it claimed to be Corcoran.
It didn't claim to be Corcoran, but everything that they did in that movie, and the cell setup, bunks side by side, bedrock bunks, that's called bedrock bunks. When you got two bunks side by side, and they're concrete, that's called bedrock.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So, I mean, that was more kind of damn near along the lines of how it was back then, you know. They were setting motherfuckers up for dog fights on the yard and shooting us. You know, they were betting on us. They were, and a lot of people don't realize a lot of those cops that got busted, they didn't get fired. Some of them, like, I think maybe they made an example out of 2, and then the rest got dispersed and went to High Desert and opened High Desert in 1996, February. That's where I got shot. You know, and in fact, the guy that shot me was known for having worked down there in Corcoran. And, I mean, this is what they were doing. So, I mean, but yeah, I haven't seen Shot Caller, man. But that movie Felon is more along the lines of what Corcoran was back in the day.
I think
But,
Shot
yeah.
Caller's super hyped myself.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
It's real sweaty. It's sweaty.
Okay.
It's sweaty. I need to sit
Okay.
down and see it again because I've seen so many prison movies. Like some of them really blur one into
I
the
know.
other. That
I
one with
know.
Vince Vaughn. Oh my god, that was hilarious. It was so far fetched. It was so blocked something. I can't remember what it was. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Vince,
it was.
oh, Vince Vaughn, I seen that one. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was more of a comedy, wasn't it?
Well, it didn't portray itself as a comedy, but if anyone knows that it was very comic book like.
Yeah, I seen it. But yeah, I seen that one. Like I said, a lot of those fucking flicks are just hype. But I tell you, like the one that's telling, I watched it in Spanish and I watched it in English, man. And Val Kilmer played that part very good. He really did.
Oh yeah, no, he's
60
like
seconds remaining.
Mr. Cool.
It was a damn good movie. Yeah, it was a damn good flick.
We got a question when you come back, okay?
All right.
Every 15 minutes, you got to be reminded that you're in a box. It is what it is, though. Thanks everybody for showing up and participating. We really appreciate the participation, the questions. We'll get there in a second.
California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
Okay.
I'm back, baby.
So,
tell me, what's the question?
Garrett asks, what do you say to a 21-year-old kid who got, say, a 5-piece headed to a level 2, get jumped by 30 PCs, possibly killed again and again, or question mark?
Okay. Not all level 2s are PC. Not all of them. Okay, what they're doing now is they're integrating these fucking SOIs called 50-50 yards. And the policies out there are swaying. They wax and wane depending where you're at. Now, I know Solano has level 2 and 3. That's not 50-50. Old Folsom is not 50-50. There's a few of these yards that are, though. And what I highly suggest is if you go there, if a kid goes to a 50-50 yard and they're actually around S and Ys, you might want to figure that out because that's going to come with you for the rest of your life. And a mutual combat fist fight ain't shit, and it ain't gonna get you no time. But if you pick up a knife, you're probably in trouble, And a kid going home, I would never expect a kid to pick up a knife, ever. But if you go to one of them yards, you might want to fucking think about it and figure out what that policy is for that spot. Figure out what's going on at that place, and is it worth hanging around with these chomos and homos and rapos and your honor and integrity for what's right? Because I don't care. I'll never hang around them dudes, man. I'll never ever kick it with them dudes. And I tell people that have kids, people that have kids understand that because it could have been their kid that dude was doing dirty shit to, right? And they send them in here, and these fucking cops protect them. They fucking protect them. And so, I can't condone. I would never condone hanging around them type of people, man. And so, you know, you pick up a little mutual combat. Hey, who gives a fuck? You know, go the hole for a week and get transferred. You know, go somewhere else. And, you know, it just depends on what's going on where you're at. Every place is different. Every place is different. But myself, and if the youngster's coming in on a 5-piece, and I just straight up tell him, look, you know, you're in here, and you want to go home, don't pick up no metal, don't pick up no steel, you know, use your fist if you got to, and, you know.
And it was like you were saying before, you stay out of, just mind your own business, keep your head held high, and you don't owe anybody an explanation or an answer. And if someone's going to bully you, yeah, maybe you might have to like box a little bit, but it's like, you know, a chop in the mouth is basically telling somebody to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. And,
hey, I'm not going to condone no violence, period. I'm not going to.
Of course not.
I've done a lot of it. I don't condone none of it. And my best advice is to keep your head down. But if you're on a yard with them dudes, you better think twice. That's all I say. That's all I say. Because it's going to travel with you for the rest of your fucking life, man. And, you know, I wouldn't want to be in that position because I know what I do. And, you know, it's not good. It's just not good. And you know what the bad part about it is? That's how they, for 25 years, that's how they made a SNY vacuum. They would tell that kid, they would go to that kid as soon as he hit reception, oh, they're going to kill you. They're going to get you. Sign the paper. Sign it. Sign it. We'll protect you. Not understanding what he's doing. And then by signing that piece of paper, they put him on the SNY yard.
You know,
with these 2-5ers and these whack-a-willies who punk him or take his canteen. And, you know, that shit don't happen on GP yards. You know, we school him and educate him.
Yeah, but they lie to the youngsters coming in and tell them it's going to be all fucking weird.
Right.
Get them all spooked and scared.
Yeah. They had this old captain named Carrillo, and Tracy. And when you got off the bus back in the 90s going to the reception, he would tell you, oh, the motherfucking gang of this gang, that gang will kill you. They're going to make you their prison ditch. Here, we'll protect you. He would tell everybody that when you got off the bus.
That's almost like him playing prison politics before they even get to prison.
Yeah. Well, you got no idea, baby girl. They play prison politics more than motherfucking convicts do.
I believe it.
They play it on convicts. They try to play it. Look, you understand when I got here to this prison in New Folsom in 2019, the fucking cops try to tell me who's good and who's not.
That's
amongst
hilarious.
my people.
That's hilarious.
I couldn't believe it.
That to me is like,
come tell me.
That's like gold.
How the fuck he gonna come? How's he gonna come tell me who's good and who's not good amongst my motherfucking people? Bitch, get your ass off my door, pig. I smell a bunch of fucking pork meat. Get out of here. Yeah.
That's too funny.
Get out of here, motherfucker.
You know, Outlaw.
I mean, that's what they do.
Outlaw says that was real genuine convict advice that you gave for that youngster.
Right on, man. I'm going to keep it real. You know, I can't say it's going to be hunky-dory for him, you know, but I'll tell you this. You might want to think about it. You know, I mean, a punch in the gut, sock in the chin ain't going to hurt nothing. You know, and make you get a little hair on your chest. You know, but I don't condone violence. Now, if that's what he gets done, you know, if he gets into a fight, so be it. I don't know. But
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Sorry, folks. My dog's being disgusting. He doesn't mean it. He's old. He just wants attention.
That dog he's old and senile. He's old and senile, folks. He's got dementia.
He's over there trying to drive the bus, okay?
That's all right. That's my boy, man. That dog eats better than me, fellas. Folks, that dog eats better than me. So, hey, but you know, that's my spiel for the night, y'all, man. And I tell you, I want now that I know Outlaw's on here and everybody else is on here, Tim, everybody, we have to come together and not let these little nuances and little things in between start taking root, because it takes our focus away from the real fucking big picture, which is the corruption underbelly of CDCR, not only CDCR, but the court system.
They're tied together for sure.
I fully stand, against this whole corrupt machine, man. It's all the way from the criminal case to the fucking correction side of it. It's corrupt and it's set up for failure. It's set up for failure, man. It truly is. And if we keep focus on that, and somehow, I don't know, but in this fight here, numbers helps, and knowledge helps. And I think, if we can get a bunch of people to, create a coalition amongst out there, and start going to these capitals, going to the Capitol and striking, or just sharing it with your friend online, or passing the word around that, hey man, check this shit out. Look how corrupt this shit is. It's not as honorable, and it's not what they're saying it is.
Nope.
It's not, the book cover is not what the book is.
Right.
And when you got cops wearing green that hide behind the badge and get and then you got doctors again. Look at the medical side of this system. And thank God for y'all, man. My wife, I'd still be here. I'd probably had a heart attack already.
Several times.
Fucked up.
Several times.
Yeah, I had I went into atrial fibrillation 7 to 8 times since our last video, folks. I mean, the big video. Not these shorties I've been doing, but.
So yeah, you guys are showing up and sending letters and phone calls, because we heard it on the grapevine. It was more than just me. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So there's a few comments. There's a few comments in here, and Outlaw says that you sound like the that old convict school and the fish in that movie Cracker Factory. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That movie really touched on how it could be, and how it should be as far as that relationship goes. And there's a lot of weird shit that goes on in that movie. That kind of hit the truth. I mean, from what I know, and then Garrett says it's mostly fluff. All I hear about. They're gonna take it 2 or 3 of us and toss us on the yard with 100 PCs.
Right. That's fluff. That is a joke right there. That's not true. And they do that to try to cause a psychological reaction in the kids. So he signs that dotted line, and then after he signs that dotted line, he's their bitch. Mm-hmm. And I can't say that in no pretty way. He's their cum sock.
Well, if you ever saw
crusty cum sock.
If you ever saw Orange is the New, no, he's fine. If you ever see
that dog something.
Shut up, he's fine. If you ever see Orange is the New Black, in the beginning, and they try to roll up, what's her name? They try to get her to sign up for the bullshit, and she's so gullible. She's believing the counselor, and within a couple of days, she's like the counselor's worst nightmare, because he thought he had her on the hook. And
oh, that's funny.
It is. That's actually a really great show. It touches on the reform political bullshit that isn't being addressed. I mean, it does its part while being super entertaining. And all the drama that goes on. You can only imagine what a woman's prison is like. I mean, it's girls.
But hey, baby girl, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
I'm done. Well, it was before the weirdo thing where they were putting all the trannies in, so what didn't really have to deal
Oh,
much with that, but it did have one in it, but she was a real girl. She wasn't some fucking weirdo trying to perv out on the women. You know.
right, right. Like, I don't, if a guy can go to prison and do his time and get out and go home with his family and create his life and just put prison behind you, hey man, more fucking power to you, man, and I give it to you. I honor that, because it's like this is not a life to live, man. But while we're here, while you're here, you are gonna play your part. You're gonna do your due. Keep your head down and go home. And if you do that, more likely you'll make that out date. If you're not getting caught up, you're like before back in the days, man, you don't go around smutting people up, right?
Never.
You don't go around talking shit.
Shouldn't do that
you don't
anyways.
Do that unless you're going to go, wait a minute, unless you're going to go deal with it yourself. That's how that works. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to handle it. And that's how it was. Well, nowadays, you got this dude.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You got 100 dudes talking about something, and it's just gossip, and they got no fucking idea that there's 4 or 5 facts missing to the narration that would change the whole fucking history of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they make decisions on bad information.
Mm-hmm.
Let me call that.
They enforce decisions on bad information. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But I like the movies. I ain't gonna lie. I love all kinds of movies. So, ask me about my movies. I like to kind of put it out there. Maybe I don't know if y'all are interested. But if you have any requests of drawings, I don't see why I couldn't try to entertain that a little bit. But we're winding down here now, so that would not be feasible for today, unless you want me to surprise you.
Thank you for using Global Link.
So, you there?
Yeah. Outlaw said that Animal Factory riot scene is a real event from '67. The Outlaw was created because of the incident in the summer of '67.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell the youngsters in prison nowadays, best thing you can do is get the fuck out of prison and go home. I tell them if they can do 2 years in a cell with a cellie, right? A stanky ass man who takes stanky ass shits in his cell for 2 years. You cannot tell me you can't go home with your pretty little girlfriend and live 2 years at home and get off parole and go to work, go home, hang out with your baby girl, eat good, do your thing, get off parole. If you can't do that and you find yourself back in prison, you might like dudes. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Now.
I'm just saying. Hey, because I know I could. I'd go home and beat my baby girl anytime.
Yeah.
And, but there's a method to it.
Yeah,
no,
I kind of. I know some people, and it makes me wonder. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, listen. The bottom line is getting off parole, because parole is their hook. Parole is the hook. And there's a form there's a way of getting off parole. It's just act like you're in prison, but right there in your house with your girl, your job, go to work, come home, live that way for 2 years, and get off parole. No trouble, no nothing. Keep your head down, dude.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Stay away from the so-called homeboys who want to take you out, get you high, drunk. And what happens? You back in prison with me. Shitting, stinking up my cell, eating my canteen, You know,
and growing you a resentment.
Yeah, and I'm starting to hate you. Everything you say, I'm starting to hate you. You know? Because I gotta look at you, smell your funky ass, man. But you could be at home with your chick, all dolled up at night, snuggled up in your motherfucking memory foam ass mattress, watching whatever fucking channel. There's so many channels on TV, I got no idea. On your cell phone, playing games, Angry Birds, or whatever the fuck game you playing. Crushing Candy, whatever that game's called.
Bubble Blaster.
but you come back to prison because you think it's cool. Yeah, man. Or you find yourself in a situation. I tell you this, you can never go wrong keeping your hands in your pockets and walking away from whatever situation you're around.
That's right.
Get the fuck gone. Walk away. Hands in your pockets, walk away. Walk away. That's it. But hey, man, I'm only me. I'm gonna do me, and I can only hope the next kid I come across or who hears this learns a little something, man. That's my education for the day, man. But yeah, hey, Outlaw, everybody, Tim, Garrett, all y'all, man, Skin, everybody. I send mine, and I tell you, we need to unite this fight, and we gotta take it to these corrupt motherfucking law enforcement groups by exposure. And I exercise my First Amendment right here. And I condone no violence. Exposure is the key to the corrupt systems. The more you expose to the people in society, you take their power. You take that power away by pulling back that curtain and saying, I see you. I know your real name. You're right here. Here's your real address. I know who you are. And you're a corrupt son of a bitch when you go to work inside them gates. And then you take that mask off when you go home. And see, that is the power. That is the power right there, man. That power is that fucking curtain that lets them do whatever the fuck they want to do without any justice. There's no justice for them people, man. Them people, they have their, they don't ever get held responsible. And when they do, it's some petty shit. They get paid with leave with pay.
They can break the law 100 times and they still keep their jobs and they still keep their pay and they don't get charged with criminal and no criminal charges.
They get relocated. Hey, and here's the kicker. They can get on a stand and perjure themselves like a motherfucker and get caught.
And
but
still
yet
nothing.
Do it, you're going to prison.
Yep.
5 years, Jack, off the top.
Like that badge gives them carte blanche to be a piece of shit or a liar.
Right. So why is it like that? This is what I'm talking about. The lawmakers need to fix. They got to shut that shit down because they are part of the problem. If you're not saying something or you're not exposing that and pulling the covers back, you're enabling it.
That's right.
And that's just my thing, man. We got to stop that shit because if I get in trouble, you get in trouble. Why shouldn't they get in trouble?
They should actually get in worse trouble because they should be the example, not the exception.
Right. Amen, sister. Amen.
As someone who represents the law, they should be the example, not the exception. Otherwise, they're just talking out the side of their neck, blowing smoke up your ass, double standardizing, all of it, gaslighting, whatever it is, everything evil and bad.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, I wanted to tell y'all too, man. A lot of in the 90s, right? In the late 90s, early 2000s, I would say the year 2000 on is when CDCR created this SNY system. Us old school guys, we call it PC. Because it is what it is. It's PC. Protected custody, because they can't fucking hang. So, they've made it so easy for these guys to go get a dope debt, right? Say they're on a GPR, they get in $100 dope debt, $200 dope debt, they can't pay it, right? So they tap out like a bitch, and they lock up. They go echelon. They do the same thing over there, right? They repeat the problem. So it's not their actions. It's them. It's them. You know, they repeat the same problem that they PC'd up over, and they go over there and click up, join this click, join that click, whatever the fuck click it is. How can any of them be honorable to each other? First of all, because they got no honor. They already proven it was.
Right.
When they couldn't pay that debt, when they couldn't pay their little debt of $100, $200, whatever cross they got into, they, instead of dealing with it head on like a grown ass man, and somebody, of that stature, just face it and head on. You fuck up, man. Ask for forgiveness and move on. Fix it, and move on.
Yep.
But they cap the mat and they go over there and they fucking click up and they create this, whole different fucking persona or whatever. But they still continue the same actions that got them over there from GP in the first place.
Wherever you go, wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are.
I call them double lockups, triple lockups, because they do it again and again and again. So I find it comical, man, that they got games over there, or clicks, because you couldn't even be honorable over here. Once you tap that mat, man, you're dishonorable. Point blank. You become IGI's bitch. That's what you are. And I don't care what you tell yourself to make yourself sleep good. I don't care what you tell your people. I don't care what you tell society. You're IGI and OCS crusty cum sock. That's what you are. Now, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, folks.
Yeah, you can't change the spots on a leopard. You can't change those tattoos.
No.
You always be who you are.
Well, so we got any last questions, baby girl? Because we're about to call this a wrap, man. We got any last question, comments, folks? It's been nice, man. It's been fun with you guys on this one, man.
Those who enforce no and break them should get double the sentence a citizen gets. Absolutely. Right. Abby just checked in. Hi, just joined. Keep up the good fight. Thanks, Abby. You're going to have to listen to the playback because we're about ready to check out for the night.
Yeah. Hey, Abby, we send ours to you guys.
The PC clicks are created by IGI. There we go.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Created by IGI, man. It's all orchestrated by OCS, which is IGI's fault, and IGI.
And
they
a lot of those
brains. Wait, Elijah. Wait.
Right, go ahead.
They got big brains in behavioral analysis people, FBI profilers. They got some of the smartest people in the country to sit there and come up with solutions to crush these gangs, alleged gangs, to crush clicks, to create chaos. And they come up with these ideas. They come up with this big agenda on how to do it and how to implement and how to push it. They don't just make this up by some tear cow. This shit is deep. It's that shit Outlaw came out with about Marion that I listened to a while back, and how they created controlled chaos. Everything was created by the mans in their system.
Yep.
And that's what I've been saying, man. For the past 9 years, they've done it to me. They've showed me pictures of my wife leaving the prison under surveillance of my baby girl, trying to break me. It's not going to happen. All you do is piss me off. That's what they do.
Yep.
But they're going to keep trying, because if this don't work, they go back to the drawing board. If that don't work, they go back to the drawing board. So that's just, hey, man, that's my show. That's our show for tonight, y'all. I send mine to the worthy. You know who you are. We gotta stay together, man. Unite this fight. And I've been saying this since we've been doing this, baby girl. Unite this fight. Stay focused. And you know who you are. I send mine to the worthy, folks. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. All right now.
Okay, well, I'll get them caught up on the comments. You guys are awesome. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for keeping our chat live. He had to go. And you all have a fabulous rest of your night and the rest of your week. And we'll try to catch you up on the weekend. I don't even have anything clicky to say except make us famous. And not in the way the others want to be famous. Good night.